Hello, everybody, and welcome to What's Your Passion series. Today, I got the pleasure to interview one of my favorite people. When I knew I was going to do this series, this was the one person I totally wanted to get to interview. She's like, everybody needs a Myra in our lives, right? She's like the nicest person I've ever met. So without further ado, I'm going to put her on, let her introduce herself. Okay. And here's my friend Myra.
Hi.
Hi,
Yes.
how are you doing?
Hey, thank you for having me.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're here. So you got my questions, so we're gonna start right along. So where are you from?
I am originally from Newfoundland. That's where I was born and raised. But currently, I'm living in Alberta, Canada.
In Cold Lake.
To be specific, yes, I am in Cold Lake, Alberta.
And do you want to tell all these lovely viewers something cool about Cold Lake?
Something very cool about Cold Lake actually is just how cold it does get here. And people who are posted in here are very surprised to see that all the vehicles have outputs to plug them in. And at first glance, people think that that's to charge the vehicle, like every vehicle is electronic or something. And it's not. It's so that overnight it gets so cold, if you don't have it plugged in and actually have a block heater, it will not start in the morning.
So how much snow do you guys have right now?
We actually don't get a lot of snow. There's only about 7 inches out there right now. The thing is that when it snows, it freezes, so it doesn't actually accumulate. So
wow. So Myra, tell me about yourself, your age, your kids, your family.
Sure. I am 40 years old, so this is what 40 looks like.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I have 2 children, but they're not actually children. They are adults now. They've both graduated high school, moved out, and are doing their own thing. So, yeah.
And you're married?
I am. I've been married for 16 years now to the same man.
That's good. And tell everybody what your occupation is.
I am a member of the Canadian Armed Forces. Canadian Armed Forces, it has 3 elements. There's the Navy, Army, and Air Force, and I'm a member of the Air Force.
Yay, the best one, if you ask me, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, so tell everybody here, what is your passion?
I have a lot of passions, but the one passion that I have built a YouTube channel around is makeup. And that's the one thing where I find a lot of confidence in, and I feel very passionate about. I share that on my YouTube channel where I
And what is your YouTube channel?
It's just my name, Myra Jessa.
So there you go, guys. If you guys want to know about makeup, you go watch her channel.
Yes.
And when did you know this was a new passion of yours? Or did you always know?
No, I didn't. A few years ago, I used to wear glasses and I had corrective eye surgery. And so I had my eyes corrected. And before, when I wore glasses, I used to have to take the glasses off to do the makeup, put them back on to see what I had just done, and then take them off again. So it was a whole process, and contacts didn't work for me very effectively. So once I got my eyes corrected and I could actually see what I was doing and I had fun playing with it, it was great. It was like being a child again, playing with makeup before and I was a kid. And I've loved it since then.
So what you love the most about it is being creative.
Yes, it's so much fun. And a lot of people will talk about, well, there's so many rules to it. Like at a certain age, you can't wear a certain color or you can't look a certain way. Well, I just throw all those rules out the window. I don't really care. Like, I'll just do whatever it is I feel like doing and what makes me feel confident, and that makes me feel good, right? So
You
that's
know
what I'll do.
what scares me the most now is all that contouring. I don't know anything about contouring. Like, I'm 42, so back in the day it was just you put your foundation and blush, and now everybody's contouring. I'm like lost. I know nothing about contouring. I see you on your YouTube channel and you're like, woo, I got this palette. And I'm like, how's she going to do it? It freaks me out. Freaks me out.
You know what? There are some things that freak me out too, but I think it's really funny when it freaks me out. There's a certain point in makeup where it starts to look like you've messed up terribly. And sometimes that does happen with the contour, where you get to this point where it just looks nuts. And you're just like, same thing happens when you paint a picture. Sometimes you get to a point where it's like, oh, I messed it up. But then the ability to be able to fix your mess ups is what makes you good at it, right? So then you can look at that and go, oh, okay, I know how to fix this now for next time when this happens, right?
Yeah, but it also helps that you're very pretty too. So we can't mess up that much a pretty face, right?
Oh,
I mean, so I mean, whatever color, you always look good in whatever color. You're bold enough to put like purple lipstick on and you still look good.
Oh yeah. I love a purple lip. I love a blue lip, a black lip. Yeah. And now with every place I go, I'm wearing masks. I'm not showing lipsticks. So I'm getting a little bit more adventurous with the eye makeup because that's what people are seeing now, of course, right? But I love my bold, vampy lipsticks. Oh, I've actually started putting them on my eyes. The ones that are eye safe, I've been using them as eyeliner.
Wow, that's cool. And
Yeah.
and of course, since you said we're both in the military, and in the military, you can't put that much makeup on. So how often do you exercise your passion? How often do you do your YouTube channel, and how often do you try to put makeup on?
Well, every day I do wear makeup. For the military, there is a dress code, so I do have to observe that. So for work, it is what's called the no makeup, which I should do a tutorial on. I've not showed in a video how to do no makeup. Because even with people at work, when they find out I have this YouTube channel, they say, well, you don't even wear makeup, because they don't see when I'm in my CAD pad and my uniform that I'm actually wearing it, but I am. So I should actually do that. But that is a just daily routine. I exercise my passion for makeup about 3 to 4 days a week when I'm able to record for my channel, or just play just for fun, just to play with something I got that was new. Sometimes I do that and I don't record it. That's just see how something works for me.
Right.
But yeah,
And then when you get in the zone, when you're like inside and you're trying out these new colors, like what are you thinking about? What are you feeling when you're like trying these new makeup?
you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, what's next? That's what I'm thinking. It's like I get into the zone of, doing whatever look it is that I want to do. And it's just like, what's the next thing I'm going to do? What's the next? Because the steps in the process sometimes are not the same. So sometimes the order of how I'm applying it changes. So then I'm just thinking about the next step in the process. What's next? What's next? Right?
And are you the type of girl that will pick out your outfit first and then do your makeup? Or are you the one that's going to do your makeup and then pick out your outfit?
Outfit first.
Outfit first, and then you just go along with that.
Yes. The reason I do it that way is because most of the clothes that I wear is not button-up clothes. So if I was to do my makeup first and then pull on my clothes, I'm going to mess it up. If I was wearing a button-up shirt and I could just put it on like this, that would be fine. But I'm not just a t-shirt girl, right?
Right.
So yeah, so I don't want to mess it up. And I also have really long hair. It's like right down to my
butt. Yes, you do. Your hair is super long.
Yeah. So it's easier just to get dressed first and then do the mug after.
And then now that you know that this is your passion, would you ever consider living off your passion and putting makeup, like doing people's makeup and being like a makeup artist or something?
No, actually, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No?
I would. The reason I do the YouTube channel is to express that passion for makeup because I'm a regular person who loves to play with makeup. But I wouldn't want it to be a job, as something that I feel like I have to do. Because if I
Right.
put that on it, then it wouldn't be fun, I think, anymore. Or at least I don't think it would. So I just, a day-to-day job is not something I always, would want to do. So.
But if you could just do it for you and have your YouTube channel and just
Yeah.
live off of that, that would be fine.
Yes, I wouldn't quit my job though.
No?
No.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
if you get that many subscribers on YouTube, you could live off of it.
Yeah, I could. I've already considered what to do with the funds once I'm able to make money from my YouTube channel. And so I have ideas with that. And so those will happen once the time comes. But I've made a commitment to the Canadian Armed Forces, and I'm going to fulfill that commitment and continue on with that. That's important to me.
Right. Well, I'm so happy that you shared this with us. I'm so happy to show that it doesn't matter how big, how small your passion is. I just believe that everybody has a passion, and it's important to find something that you love. Like, I mean, like this is between me and you, Myra. I know you're very creative. She loves knitting. She loves tattoos. Like
Yes.
I mean, I'm so happy that you found something that you love and that you were able to share this with us today. And the final question is, after this interview, you find a $10 million lottery ticket. What do you do with it?
What do I do with it? So I have 2 children, as I said, so I would give $1 million each to my children. So that makes my children very lucky. I would also give $1 million each to my parents. They're no longer together, so I would give $1 million to my mom in Ontario and $1 million to my dad here in Alberta. So that would be sharing it. I would also buy a house. I own a piece of land in Newfoundland where I was born, and I would buy a very nice house and put it onto that piece of land. The rest of it, I don't know what else I would want to do. But that for sure. Yeah.
But see, I'm so not surprised. I am so not surprised that you would just share all your money. You're that type of girl, and I love you. And thank you very much for this interview. You're awesome. And tell everybody again what your YouTube channel is.
It is Myra Jesso, MyraJesso.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you again, Myra. And if you guys have a cool passion and you want to share it with us, then just contact me and we'll get you on the series. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye. Bye.